Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel and to this very cool winter night. It's getting colder by the day. Of course, in Mumbai it's like just show off cold, but I like to feel that yeah, we are getting cold now. Anyway, so as you must have noticed the title, that this video is about how I unwind and de-stress. So guys, our life is in this day and age a very fast life, and things are not any different from me. I work like 10 to 12 hours a day regularly, 6 days a week, and it's very important for me, just like everybody else, to unwind and de-stress myself on the one day that I get off. Technically it's Sunday. Anyway, so it's not just the day, otherwise also, like during the morning hours or the late evening hours, I always like to do things that unwind me from the day's stress. So there are many things I do to unwind myself, to de-stress myself, but the most important thing that I need is rest, like sleep. I always ensure that I get a good night's sleep. Sometimes I get restless sleep, and if the sleep is not good, I wake up with a very bad mood. So it's not like normally I like to have 8 hours sleep, but it's not the number of hours. Sometimes I have had proper 8 hours of sleep and then woken up with a grumpy mood because it was restless sleep. And sometimes I have just slept 4 hours like late night and woken up early morning, and yet it was a very like like peaceful sleep, refreshing sleep. So it's just that you should get restful sleep. I like to sleep in the dark. Like I am a vampire. I don't like light on my eyes. So I have very dark curtains, to take blackout curtains in my house, and also I wear this eye mask in the night to sleep, so that when the morning light in case comes in, then it doesn't affect my sleep in any way. Anyway, so yeah, I like to like relax my body. First thing every morning, I should feel relaxed with a good night's sleep. So the next thing I do to de-stress or unwind is workout. Guys, every morning I have to get up and do at least 2 to 5 minutes of stretches, because it just brings me to life. Of course, the first thing that I do is make my bed, which obviously does make my mind alert for the first task in the day. But yeah, to kind of remove all the stiffness from my body from the sleep and everything, I love to do stretches. I do different kinds of workouts. I mean, I do stretches mostly. I do yoga, I do aerobics, I do like dance workouts, like Bollywood dance or even classical dance, and even ballerina, like ballet kind of like workout, which is more like poised and needs composure and all that. Depends on my mood, but yeah, most of the times I make do with stretches, which is something I have to do every morning. So let me show you some of my workout that I do usually. Another thing that I like to do is go for a walk or hiking. I am very fond of hiking, guys. Even more than the morning walk, I love to go hiking on jungle trails, or just you know a walk across a garden, or like something that will pump the blood in my body. Though I'm not much of an early riser, but I do try to wake up early several times and go for a walk. But yeah, a special jungle trail or walk in the wild is something that I love. And let me show you some jungle trail and walks that I've done so far, and you will understand how much I love it.
We are now somewhere in the middle of the jungle, and I don't know where we are. We are just walking randomly here and there. Hopefully, the guide will come back and find us. Until then, adios, amigos.
So sometimes I also just like to chill in the house. When I'm not in the mood of doing anything else, I just sit with a book in my hand and hot chocolate and some chips and peanuts. That's my favorite, you know, time pass food, a snack. And I just pop myself against my pillows and I just read a book. Sometimes I don't even know what book I'm reading. I just pick any book from the library, my little book library that I have, and I just start reading. So yeah, I mean, it just takes me away from the world, and it takes me in that world of that novel or book that I'm reading. But yeah, when I come out of it, I feel very, very relaxed and refreshed. Next, what I like to do in the house is just trotting around, doing some, well, show off gardening. So I'm very fond of gardening, guys, but in Mumbai we don't have those kind of garden based homes. I have that in Gujarat, in Surat. Our home has a big garden, and my brother has started developing it and doing the gardening, proper gardening. But for me, it's just a small balcony garden that I have, and that too I had decorated with really good flowering plants. But once when I went out for 10 days, all the plants died, despite of doing the irrigation thing and everything. They died, and I felt so bad. And after that, I replaced all these plants with artificial plants. I just have the spinaceous plants, the ones that have the spines, who don't need much water. They survive with whatever little water they have. So those are the only. I have aloe vera. I have one like spinous plant with pink flowers, very cute pink flowers, and then other like colored leaves kind of plant. These are the only live plants I have now. But yeah, when I get a chance, I do gardening and everything. I brought aloe vera also because it looks very elegant, and it's a self maintenance maintaining plant, so it looks nice. So yeah, I mean, in the morning when I water the plants, in the evening when I water the plants, and looking at them, it just feels good and kind of de-stresses you and makes you happy. Apart from this, I like to do a lot of cleaning and decluttering in the house. Though it's more of an OCD with me, that I can't tolerate untidy surroundings, be it dusty or be it, you know, dumping done here and there of clothes and everything. I just can't tolerate it. But other than that, also, I feel like if we do the household work, it kind of keeps your body active and you know just unwinds you and takes your mind away from the other things that might be stressing you, and you just put all your energy in the housework, and it kind of de-stresses you. Sorry, de-stresses you. Not only that, I believe that when you do household chores, daily household chores like cleaning vessels or doing the sweeping or mopping, it keeps you grounded. Like if you when we are professionally successful, or we get good success professionally, financially, we sometimes tend to lose control of ourselves. But when we keep doing the household work, these small things in the house, it keeps you rooted, it keeps you grounded. Okay, and it doesn't make you lose your head or things that you're achieving. And it's been 10 years since 10 or more years since I've been living in this house. I've never had a maid. I've never called a maid when I was very sick, or even when I was traveling overseas every 6 months, coming back in an empty dusty house. I have traveled for 30 hours empty stomach in a flight, guys, coming back home to an empty house, dusty house. I have done the dusting, made a sandwich for myself by getting the groceries myself, even after a long haul flight. And I've never called a maid. I'm not bragging about myself. I just feel like I have to do it for myself. Of course, it also depends like what's the size of your house. If the house is too big, then we obviously might have to call a maid. But my house is small, like house, like 2 rooms. I can manage to clean it myself, and as long as my body is strong enough, I'll do it myself. In case if required, then I'll call a maid. But yeah, I love to do housework. It just makes me feel very good, and it de-stresses me, honestly. Next, what pumps me up and unwinds me is trying new things. Guys, I love challenges. I love challenges of any kind, be it personal, be it professional, be it any kind, creative challenges. I just love to try new things. Like I am super scared of making cake, or baking anything, or making, I mean, doing things that I've never done before. But that is what inspires me, or gives me the zeal to do that. Like for example, I just fixed my kitchen wall, which was like completely ruined because of the leakage and seepage for the past 10 years. And I fixed all the sections, the kitchen section, the sink section, and the duct section. uh, the worst one was the sink area, and I just can't believe I did it. But it gave me so much energy, so much fun, and so much inspiration to do something new again. I also tried making some mocktails. I have never made mocktails in my life. Okay, I have made fruit juices, I have made custards, but I've never made mocktails. And I made mocktails just looking at some videos. I tried a few things and it just worked. And I also tried making smoothies. So yeah, I mean, that is just something creative that I like to do. And it just helps me take my mind away from things that are not very pleasing and happening in my life. And it just gives me the peace that I need. So now, guys, there are moments when I am very like low, like feeling very low, because I live alone over here. My family lives in Gujarat. I came here 10 years ago for work, and I've been living here. Of course, my mom keeps coming and going all the time. And obviously, staying alone, and that like COVID times was very like disturbing and depressing. And my life being very travel oriented initially, suddenly that lockdown had obviously created a depressive environment for everybody, including me. And these are the times when I you know need to de-stress the most, because these are times when you can go into depression. And at these times, the best thing to help me out of these moments are these moments of depression, or how do you say it, sadness, are old pictures, old memories, videos, photographs. And I just love to go through old memories, be it videos, be it photographs, like special moments with my nieces and my nephew now, of course. And also especially the memories of my two very like important and prestigious projects that I did for my previous company, and for which I was based in Panama and Costa Rica for 2 years. And those were some of the best moments of my life, because I met so many new people, I met new culture, did new things, and explored new places over there. So these are the moments that I love to go through when I'm like very sad or like very depressed, and that just brings a smile back on my face. Specifically, looking at the smiling faces and the giggles of my nieces and my nephew, it just you know makes me feel so happy. Another thing that I uh, like genuinely feel like doing, and have been doing it religiously in so many years, and it has nothing to do with de-stressing myself, but just making me feel grateful for all that I have, in terms of my family, my friends, my education, my success, and everything, every happiness that I have in my life. Just to make me feel grateful about it, is to donate. I don't do monetary donations, guys. I just don't believe in those things, because I don't even know if that money goes to the right people or not. But I definitely donate in kind. I donate twice in a year, during my birthday in May, and then during December, during or maybe during Diwali. So twice in a year, and sometimes small bits and pieces throughout the year also, if I feel like I don't want to use them anymore. But yeah, I mean, I always donate things that are useful. I don't donate trash, because I feel that whoever you're giving, it should be useful to them, and it should not be something they can just throw away. So I've donated a lot of things, I've donated clothes, I've donated books, I've donated shoes, cosmetics, anything that I like to wear and I use. I have donated kitchen appliances, even fans and furniture also. And recently I have donated a laptop, a very old laptop that I had was in working condition. And I mean, I think I had it since 2009. I have donated a printer, and I think a projector. It was, I think, the whole set. And then stationery, woolens, anything that can be useful to them, I donate. So these are the donation bags for this Diwali. So I have quite a few things. I have dresses, saris, and then some accessories, some shoes, how do you say it, stationery, and some miscellaneous stuff that is still usable, but I am not using it. And they are all piled up. I'll probably be adding more before Diwali, and then I'll donate. Actually, you know what? I would like to correct myself. I don't want to call this like a donation, because I think that makes it look like they're unfortunate and we are more fortunate. I don't want to make it sound like that. It's more like I'm giving it to them with my heart, not to feel pity on them, right? I give it because I feel like it can be of use to them. I'm not using it. and it's in good condition, then let them use it. They don't have it now, I have it. They will have it in the future maybe, but right now I have it and it's usable, so why not gift it to them? So I'm going to call it a gifting going forward rather than donation. So yeah, I mean, I love to gift things to people who don't have them, and I do, so that they can just use it, and the smile that comes on their face when they see those things, it just makes my day. Next thing that I don't forget to do ever, and I do it without fail, is to treat myself like a princess. Because see guys, I mean, obviously there are people who love you and you love them back, but first and foremost, you should love yourself. If there is no self love, then you will not enjoy being alive and being there in this world. So I always try to treat myself with things that I love. Everybody knows that I am a shopaholic, so I have to do some kind of shopping every weekend. And with shopping, I don't mean buying expensive things and all that. Just going to the store with some few important things in your head which are necessary for that week. Even if it's grocery shopping, I just love to look at the fruit display and the other groceries display, and it just makes you feel good. And when you pick some things, check the labels, it just diverts your mind and makes you feel happy and relaxed all the time. And of course, I like to treat myself with special things. Like I'm very fond of cakes and pastries, so I without fail I order a pastry every week for myself. My favorite is chocoholic. I order it from Theobroma, and there's another one, Dutch truffle. And then I am very fond of gulab jamun, motichur laddu, you name it. Like, I am a Gujarati. I have a sweet tooth, so I ensure that I treat myself with something deliciously sweet every weekend, just to make my day. Hi guys, how are you all? Look what I just ordered, my favorite pastries from Theobroma. Look at these guys, cute little blue baby blue boxes, and it says Theobroma in pink, and some cute pastry and some musical instrument. I just love this packaging, guys. And voila! This is my Dutch truffle pastry. I just love this. And the second one is Chocoholic. I was introduced to this one by my team when I was in my previous company. They had gifted me on my birthday. I love it. It's amazing, cute, and lovely. So I'm gonna have it now. Enjoy it. Delicious. Love it. Bye. Hi everyone. I've had a great Sunday today. I went out shopping, and in the afternoon I had a scrumptious meal at McDonald's after nearly 3 years. Yes guys, I've not been to McD for so long, and I had that typical meal of chicken burger and fries, and I also tried that chocolate milkshake, which was kinda okay. But then I got sight of this delicious muffins, chocolate and vanilla muffins, which I got parcel, and now it's kind of 6 p.m. and I thought I'm gonna gobble up rather these muffins with some hot chocolate, and here I am ready to gobble it up. So bon appetit. Next, what I like to do is decorate the house, and always eat things in good kind of cutlery and utensils. Like, normally we eat in, well, steel or plastic plates, but like, to treat myself, I if, let's say for example, I've gone shopping and I come back home, then I don't drink, like, I like to take an energizing drink. So I usually have fruit juice in my fridge, so I take it out, but I don't drink it in a normal glass. I drink it in a very special glass, like it's a party glass, and I treat myself to that. And yeah, I like to eat in glassware. Sometimes I take out my best crockery and eat in that. So that's how I treat myself, just to make myself feel good. I so love to do is going on long drives. I love to drive solo on my bike through jungles and on a very long drive. Sometimes, I remember once I had gone from Goregaon to Churchgate or town all by myself on my two-wheeler, and I had to fill petrol like three times because it's a tiny two-wheeler, just 2-3 liters. I think max 5 liters can fit in the tank. And I've driven till Churchgate, which is, I think, I don't know how many kilometers. I think 20-25 kilometers from my home, and then back. So you can understand 50 kilometers drive in a day. I love to drive through the RA colony where I live. It's a forest come agricultural area, very beautiful, lush green all throughout the year. And then I like to go on long drives with my friends. Like we just book a cab and we go on a long drive. Mostly in Mumbai, we go towards town like Churchgate, because there's the Bandra Valley Sea Link, and there's the beaches where you can just spend time, or go for a drive just like that. So I love to do that, and we usually do it in the later part of the night, because then there is no one on the streets and the roads are clear, and you get a cool feeling, driving through that like a racetrack kind of thing, and a very beautiful view of the entire skyline and everything. So yeah, I love to go for a drive. It just reminds me of the song Long Drive Jayenge, Full Speed Jayenge, Kahin Rukenge Na Hum, Gana Bajana, Khana Peena, Gadi Mein Hoga Sanam, Acha Meri Gadi Mein Baith Ja, Acha Meri Gadi Mein Baith Ja. So guys, we are going through the international airport, Mumbai International Airport. We are heading to Marine Drive. We are all in the cab, and I have Nita next to me. Where's Nita? Where's Nita? Sorry, you can't see her, but she's there. And then Sonal is in the front. Hopefully we'll reach in an hour. There's no hurry. Tomorrow is Sunday. Bye. We are going to the Bandra Valley Sea Link, and you can see in front of me, it's almost New York of India. This is the entire, skyline across towards Bandra. And now, since we have reached in the peppy mood, like another thing that I obviously do is party with my friends. I am a party animal, guys. Though I don't drink, don't smoke, much to the annoyance of all my friends. I'm a complete teetotaler. But yeah, I enjoy mocktails and I enjoy food, and I just like to hang out with my friends. I love dancing. Like, honestly, guys, if you give me a stage, I will dance as if no one is watching. Like, no one is watching. I can be on the stage all by myself and dance all by myself on the music, any kind of music. It gives me such relaxation, such unwind when I'm dancing. It's like meditation to me. If there are two things that make me meditate, number one is shopping, and number two is dancing. I just forget everything when I'm shopping or dancing. It's the best stress buster for me, honestly. So let me show you some cool videos of me partying with my friends or having fun with my friends.
We're wishing all the beautiful ladies here a very happy Women's Day.
when it comes to spending time, qualitative time, I always make a point to to spend qualitative time with my family. I always go to my family on any family occasions, on any festivals. I never stay here during those times. I have to stay here for work, but when it comes to family time, I just make it a point that I leave everything and go to them during festivals or during any kind of occasion that they might have over there. Like I spend Janmashtami with them. I spend Navratri. I spend Diwali with them. Obviously, birthdays. I always make it a point that I'm there with them, especially with my nephews and nieces during their birthday, as much as possible. Can't make it on every birthday, but I do try my best, or at least I ensure that they get the gifts that they deserve on their birthdays. And yeah, so let me just show you some fun moments with my family, and obviously my nieces and nephew. I ensure that I spend qualitative time with them. In fact, I'm always afraid that they will grow up very fast if I don't go to meet them more frequently. I mean, before I know it, they will have grown up, and then, well, I would have missed out on their childhood. So I make it a point that I go to meet them once a month, or twice a month, or at least once in 2 months, depending on the workload that I have at office. But yeah, I do spend time with my family because that's another stress buster, which is God gifted. I mean, you don't need to create one, right? On your marks, get set, go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marcy. Happy birthday to you.
And finally, something that I do daily, to de-stress myself, um, is to make small goals for the next day. Like, normally people make big goals, New Year resolutions and this and that, and then it normally doesn't work out because we can't really forecast too much into the future. So I like to make little goals, small goals for the next day. Like, every night when I sleep, I make a goal for the next day, like what do I want to achieve in the next day. And it could be anything. I mean, it's nothing related to only work. It could be, okay, I want to call somebody, okay, I want to eat something, I want to clean up so and so place in my house, I want to read a book, or complete some pending, like, creative work, something. It could be anything. I just make very small goals every night before I sleep. And of course, before I sleep, I always ensure that I show gratitude towards whatever I have in my life, friends, family, good and bad moments, because that keeps a balance in your life. If everything is good or everything is bad, it kind of creates an imbalance in your life. um, a little bit of good, a little bit of bad always strikes a balance and keeps you stable in your life, keeps you grounded and sane in your life. So yeah, I always ensure that I do that. All right, folks, with that, I'm going to end this video. Not going to bore you much more with what I like to do to de-stress myself, but these are some of the things that I do to keep myself sane, happy, and de-stressed in this hectic life that we live nowadays, and also to keep yourself healthy. So I also wish you all a lot of happiness, and hope that you also find things in your life that can help you unwind and de-stress, because it's very important to detoxify your body and your mind every day, so that you can make a fresh start the next day. With that, guys, I'll take your leave. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye. Take care.